Hi, my name is Tim, and together with my wife Lisa, we're the owners of the Happy Mixer gluten-free bakery. It all started in 1998 when I took a job as a cleaner in a small family bakery in the area. I worked my way up and ultimately ended up owning my own bakery in 2008. It wasn't until 2009 that my life changed forever though, when I got the news that I had to be gluten-free. Shortly thereafter, my birthday came and went, and it was the first time in my life I didn't have a birthday cake. For my sweet tooth, it was a sad day. However, it planted the seed for the future, which would be the Happy Mixer gluten-free bakery.
I can remember when Tim first found out that he had to eat gluten-free, kind of just being at a loss, telling him, well, I don't know, you can eat vegetables, they're gluten-free. There's a lot of challenges associated with being someone who's living a gluten-free lifestyle, but our hope in opening the Happy Mixer is to kind of help make those challenges seem not so overwhelming.
You know, I think when you first find out you're gluten-free, we all start off treading lightly. You're first trying to find the staples. What can I safely have? What's already gluten-free? And then you start to branch out and you spend your hard-earned money on some things at the grocery store, trying this or that says gluten-free. And ultimately, a lot of it's not that good. So when we opened the Happy Mixer, we knew two things. We knew that we wanted to bring back the old-fashioned bakery experience for people, and we knew that we wanted to do the traditional classics, the things that everybody knows and likes and had their whole life, better than anyone else could do it. And that really became our obsession while we were testing recipes at home.
It's always so fun to watch Tim try something new. We have customers come in all the time asking, do you make this? Can you try that? And they think that we can do everything really very quickly, but when you take something as simple as the rolls, I mean, it was like 4 or 5 months of time that Tim took with notes this thick of changes to make those rolls just absolutely perfect.
The challenge is probably my favorite part because it is so difficult. It's not that easy for anyone to just pick it up, look at the recipe and go with it. But to be here to help fill that void, bring their birthday back, let their kid take cupcakes into school and be a part of the class again, to celebrate those little moments in your life that people who aren't gluten-free may take for granted.
For sure.
The moment you find out you need to be gluten-free, your life changes forever. But it can change right back with something just as simple as having a birthday cake, or cupcakes, or cookies, or donuts at the office. And that's really what we're here for, to help you enjoy the normal things in life again. So a lot of times people come in and they ask us, what are our most popular items? If I'm out there, I'd like to take the opportunity to say that each recipe was developed by myself, where I really poured all my energy into one recipe at a time. What good is a bakery with 30 or 40 options if 3 or 4 of the things are really good and everything else is just okay? I like to get that out of the way, but there certainly are some favorites for sure.
There are definitely some favorites. I would say the Kiffles are probably a huge fan favorite. That is a hand-rolled cookie, and we fill it with either strawberry, raspberry, or apricot preserve. Dusted with powdered sugar after it comes out of the oven.
They're kind of like the potato chip of the bakery.
Yeah.
Once you get started, you find yourself picking at them and eating them throughout the day.
They were voted best dessert by glutenfreephilly.com. They definitely have a huge fan following.
We really pride ourselves on the donuts. We have a real fried old-fashioned cake donut. The two most popular varieties, I would say, are the cinnamon crumb. Everybody loves those.
Oh, they're awesome.
But then there's the breakfast sandwich, so to speak, of the donuts, which is the vanilla cream filled.
There's no real answer as to how many Tim's had in a day.
But the store staff knows, don't tell my wife.
There's a lot of other favorites that we have too. I would say the peanut butter delights are a big one. So that's our version of a peanut butter tasty cake.
I guess the monkey bread is super popular.
Absolutely.
We just make that at the holidays, but we rolled it out a few years ago on Mother's Day, and it was an instant hit. Just that melted buttery cinnamon.
Brown sugar.
It just Just a whole different element added to the bakery. We're really proud of that. And then lastly, I would say the cakes, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Whether that's birthday cakes, wedding cakes, bringing back those to people is what we're here for. Seeing that bride come in and she can't believe she gets to have a gluten-free wedding cake, whether it's just there to complement the main cake or if it is the main cake, we can do it all. No one will ever know taste-wise or looks-wise. We're really proud of delivering on that experience. For most of us, when we find out we're gluten-free, our overall awareness of food sensitivities and allergies goes up. We often find with our gluten-free customers that they have other sensitivities, including dairy, eggs, or soy. So we really try to cater to those people as much as possible. We have a full line of vegan options that include cakes, birthday cakes, cupcakes,
muffins,
cookies, muffins. But more importantly than taste when dealing with allergies and sensitivities is just safety. There is no point in offering these treats to people if they can't safely enjoy them. So that is what we're here for, to provide safe, delicious options that no one can tell the difference.
So often people ask, what's the best part of owning the Happy Mixer? And I think for us, it's being welcomed into the gluten-free community the way that we were. And to hear from people that we are part of their celebrations, that we're part of their birthday parties or their weddings or even their holidays is really such a rewarding part.
I think for all bakers, seeing people happy and enjoying your baked goods or hearing that they did is the best part of the job. But when it's gluten-free and you just have that small community, it really just puts it all into perspective that we're accomplishing what we set out to do. Who is the Happy Mixer? Well, the Happy Mixer, it's this lady right here, my wife Lisa. Ironically, she's not the baker at all. That would be me, but she is a teacher and she would come home from school and I'd be there working away, testing my recipes, and she was always so eager to help. So I would say, well, why don't you mix that flour over there? So she would take those dry ingredients I already weighed up.
It was so fun to just sit there and mix all the dry ingredients together. I felt like I was like a real baker. It was awesome.
Seeing the smile on her face, that childlike joy of she's helping, it kind of reminded me of when I was a kid and would help my mom mix brownies or can I crack the eggs, and would always tease her and say, hey, you're like my little Happy Mixer over there. So when it came time to name the bakery, I think it was just natural to be like, hey, let's go with the Happy Mixer, because to me that's what it's all about. When I see her smile in the logo and things like that, it just reminds me that this is what we're here for. We're trying to bring families together, let people live their lives normally again by just bringing them back the simple joy of a baked good.
It's fun for me, and sometimes people confuse me for the baker in the store. I usually correct them and say, no, I just am here to chat with people, but sometimes I take a little credit.
Yeah, well, whether she's the baker or not, we do this together. We pour everything we have into it together, and she's just as big a part of it. So the reality is that we wouldn't have a Happy Mixer without the Happy Mixer, that's for sure.